this blend right here gave me the belief in all these other blends. What's going on, guys? I just wanted to go ahead and create a video today, kind of outlining something that I've found here recently. It's actually pretty exciting. You see it here in front of you. This is tea. These are Bare Blends formulas that they make. As you see here, the names on them are Dream Lodge, Knick, and Amazon. These are the three that I've tried starting off. They have a option on their website where you can order trifecta, which is whichever three that you want. I chose Dream Lodge, Knick, and Amazon. I chose this one here because it is supposed to give you an effect that you still feel calm and you still can focus. It doesn't have any damiana in it, which is basically an herb that consists in these other two blends here. Dream Lodge, to give you an idea, this one is great for nighttime. It puts you to sleep. And ultimately, this is really good if you are somebody who is used to having something like cannabis around. This kind of acts like an indica strain of cannabis. It's similar to that. I honestly, I was not expecting what this did to me. So I ended up vaporizing this because I generally vaporize. I do have paper here and a roller. I don't really like to roll paper and smoke it. Although I do have organic hemp. I'll show you real quick. These are all USDA organic blends. So it only makes sense if you're gonna smoke with paper, you wanna use the organic as well. Keep everything consistent. These blends here are really interesting. I never knew that smoking tea herbs is as powerful as it is. So there's a lot of like joke videos or a lot of random videos, I would say, on YouTube that kind of go over smoking tea. Most of them are tea bags. I wouldn't recommend that. Those are commercially made teas, so they have a lot of additives in them. Again, these are organic. So if you look on the back, you have their blends here. It tells you exactly what herbs are inside of them. You can see this on their website as well, but these have a lot of different herbs in them. The mix of herbs in these is actually what creates the effect of what you get from each different one here. So it's not any one specific herb. This is exactly what Bare Blends actually told me when I reached out to them. But Dream Lodge, wow. I took this in a vaporizer. Link below to my favorite vaporizers for you guys if you're interested in ordering one. But I ended up vaporizing one of these, and within maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes or so, I ended up feeling tired. Like, man, wow, I feel really relaxed. I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit tired. So I ended up laying down in bed, and wow. So this completely relaxed my body. This had me feeling a little bit, I wouldn't go as far as saying like out of body, but my body was so relaxed I didn't want to move because I didn't want to like get rid of that feeling. It was great. And I just felt so relaxed, so calm. I was ready to drift away and just fall asleep. When I took this, I started having some really realistic dreams that night. It was insane. So very vivid dreams is what you can get with this. Also helps you relax at the end of the night. Now, me taking something like this, in my experience, cannabis can really help to take away pain. Now, I can't say that this would help take away pain. However, since it did relax me as much as it did, my goal here is actually to try to take this when I do have pain. It hasn't happened yet, but when I do have pain, I do want to try to take this at night only, because this really puts you out. And that way I can hopefully get a really good night's rest, wake up in the morning, my body relaxed, and hopefully the pain will be gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and experiment with that. Another thing I do want to say, I did wake up very groggy the next day when I took this. Maybe I puffed on it a little too much with my vaporizer, but I felt very tired the next day. The good thing is that I was off already, so I had nothing to worry about. But I would take this in moderation. Maybe if you're going to vaporize this, just do a little bit, see how you feel, and go for more if you need it. If you're going to smoke this with papers, maybe you could, maybe smoke half of your blunt or, cigarette, right? Or depending how big you make it, maybe you can smoke just a little portion of it, see how you feel first before you do the whole thing, because this really will knock you out. Now this one here, this gives you a feeling sort of like a sativa strain of cannabis. This strain here, Kinnick, it makes you feel happy. It makes you feel relaxed, kind of giddy, and it does kind of make you feel a slight little high. It's not, I wouldn't say it's exactly the same as cannabis, of course, because cannabis is way stronger since it has THC, but the mix of herbs in this one is damiana, which is a known herb that kind of gets you happy, kind of gets you a little high, but not like cannabis, but it's a little similar. Uva ursi is another one that is known to do that. Now, the thing with this blend here is I would definitely use this one with caution. You don't want to be working and smoking something like this. This is another one you would take maybe on an off day, maybe on a night out on the town. This will get you real happy, but you also want to do this one in moderation. So I ended up vaporizing on this one. I did 2 sessions just yesterday actually, and the first time I smoked it, I felt okay. I felt fairly calm. I was by myself, so I can't really say how quote unquote high I was. However, I did another smoke session in my vaporizer as I was out walking around, and my mood kind of changed. The damiana is something that is supposed to kind of help open up your sexual desire, your sexual feelings, kind of make it, it's kind of like an aphrodisiac is what it said. So everyone is different. Some people report that they don't feel that at all. I can't really say that I felt that. However, I did start feeling some weird feeling. I was just out on a walk when I had this, and when I got home, I didn't want to be home. I wanted to go out. I wanted to, be around other people, have fun. I wanted to do something. I didn't want to be home, but I was home yesterday after I smoked this. I probably overdid it. So next time, I'll probably smoke 1 session of this in my vaporizer. But definitely, I would say take this one in moderation. You don't want to overdo it. This one I smoked today. These are all fairly new to me, but I'm kind of just giving you my experience here. So Amazon is a really good blend. I actually just had it today. Wow. I have these out because I went ahead and I rolled myself a little joint of this. I have to say these papers are kind of harsh. Since I'm used to vaporizing, I don't really smoke out of paper too much. But I also have Juicy J papers that I've used in the past, and those are way smoother. These are kind of harsh to me, so I don't know how much I'm going to be using these. But I don't want to use the Juicy J papers because the Juicy J papers, in my experience, are all flavored, and the ones that I've used are grape flavored. And I don't want to have grape flavored when I have this. This kind of has its own flavor on its own because it's tea herbs. So, but this one here has some clove in it. If you don't like clove, I'm not sure how much you like it. When I was smoking it, I actually didn't taste any of the clove at all. I did have a couple flavors of tea. I can't really say which one of these I tasted, but a couple of drags did have some tea flavor in them. All of these taste like tea, by the way, when you're smoking on them. But the effect I got after I smoked my joint that I made was very relaxing. It definitely wasn't like dream lash. I didn't want to go to sleep, but I was super relaxed. I was calm, I was relaxed, I felt good, I felt happy. Not as happy as when you smoke a little bit of this, but you know, I felt good. This is like a light indica strain. This one is like a very strong indica strain. This one I feel like I could function on a normal day. This one I probably would only be on a night out. I have no responsibilities, you know, just be fun and be happy, good vibes. This one only for sleep, for sure, only for sleep. I was not expecting this. This blend right here gave me the belief in all these other blends that, wow, this one had such a strong effect. Like when I smoked it, it just tasted like tea. I was like, huh, this is really weird. We'll see how good it really works. And I couldn't believe the effect that this gave me after I smoked it. I can't believe that like herbs in tea can have this kind of effect. So then I tried this one. I mixed this one with some CBD hemp, and I got really, really good effects. It was probably the most similar to cannabis when I smoked it with some CBD. And this one, wow, this one is similar to cannabis, an effect of cannabis as well. Makes you very relaxed. Let's say that you're in a state that has legal cannabis. You know, these are good for substituting cannabis or others. Even if you're a regular smoker, you know, you can smoke these instead. You have great effects from these instead of smoking tobacco, which could potentially be worse for you, though any smoking is bad for your health. If you chose to smoke these, you could definitely do so. You can mix it with cannabis to add your effects. You can mix these with your favorite cannabis or CBD strains, and they'll give you some amazing effects in combination with whatever else you want to add to them. So that's another thing to keep in mind. You don't have to just smoke them on their own if it's not really your thing and you prefer cannabis or you prefer tobacco. Again, these are just different mix of herbs. It's the formulas, you know, the mixes of the herbs that give you the feelings. Now, here's another thing, guys. Please keep in mind that these are teas, okay? So not only do you smoke these, if you want to, you can steep them in water and you still get the effects from these different tea blends because, again, it is tea. So you don't have to worry about taking smoke into your lungs, vaporizing these, rolling them into little joints. If you're not a smoker, these are still amazing. You're having trouble sleeping, you go ahead and put this into some water and you steep it, just like most tea bags, and you can drink your tea and enjoy the effects. So Bear Blends is such a versatile mix here. Also, 22 grams on the containers, like that's amazing. Plus they're USDA organic. What more can you ask for? You know, and they also tell you how long they're good for. Mine are good for over a year. It's 2018 as I'm making this video here. So that's about it. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome day. Be sure to give this a thumbs up if it served you in any way, if you learned something, or if you liked the video, or even if you're going to try these. And be sure to comment below if you end up picking any of these up. Again, link below on where you can pick them up. And let me know how you like them. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.